In this video we are taking a look at all the Aurebesh I could find in Season 2 of The Mandalorian. So right in the beginning of episode 1 we have this wall that has a bunch of graffiti on it. To be able to read some of this I will first make it a bit brighter. And as you can see there is a lot of stuff written. There are some things I could read, for example here, and this means evil. And then there's also this. These letters stands for E, B and E. This probably fully said rebel. And then we have these letters here, and they spell out droid. It's sort of a bit random, but I still like that they actually spell stuff here. Then we go further along this wall, and we have some interesting stuff here as well. We have this text, which was a bit hard to see, but I'm pretty sure it says Empire, go home. Then we have smaller texts, but unfortunately, again, I can't tell what it says. It is clearly Aurebesh, but it's just too small to be able to read it. I would love to be able to read it though, I'm sure it actually says something. In episode 2, we are again back on Tatooine, and we have this same sign that we discussed in the first part of this video. I don't think this is actually even meant to be Aurebesh. And then we have the screen on the Razor Crest again, and this text right here says incoming comm, and then the red thing here says proximity alert. And then these ones up on the left it says flight, then up on the right it says nav, in the middle it says I think FTT, which I don't know what it means, and then on the bottom also FTT. And then we have this, which is from the monitor of the X-Wing, and this is the only Aurebesh we can see, and it means dist, so I would assume it stands for distance. Then we have again the Razor Crest screen, and this is probably my favorite thing I've ever found in one of these videos, and it says, of course I still love you. So yeah, I think that's pretty funny. A bit later in the same scene, this text changes, but again, unfortunately, the quality is just too bad to be able to read what it says, which I'm pretty sad about because I would love to know what it says. And then we have this from the Imperial ship, and this text right here says preach, and the text underneath it, I can't tell what it says. And then we have episode 4 where Grogu goes to school, and we have this board behind the droid, and this text right here says gravitational vector. This one right here says solar limit, and this text here says tangent, and it says something before it, but it's hidden behind the droid, so I can't say what it says. And then this text here says key point, and then this is from when they are infiltrating the Imperial base. This text right here says core temp, so core temperature. And in episode 5 I couldn't find anything. But then in episode 6 we have this scene where Cara Dune is looking through all the posters for the prisoners. And well, I am able to read all of their names. First we have Vorg Alsum, then we have Scuto Tobbs, Torhale Tansin, Nilox Cabin Rose, Pretz Rulato, Gapgrin Dosito, Byron Redben, Avrak Kefundi, Mdvelodi, or something along those lines, Cosma Fular, Teen Cross, Yat Endiray, Sarge Fulos, Ungatoha, Setro Dagri, Borbin Torns, Torbil Dancin, and here again I can almost read the small text underneath him, but the quality is just not what it should be on Disney Plus, so I can't read it. And then we have Cartro Deeves, Chargut Low, and Migs Mayfield. And then when she clicks on Mayfield's profile, I guess, she gets more information, and this says current sentence, and then we have a number. I can't really tell what the number is, but something, a number of years at the Carton Crop Field, offenses, facilitating the escape of a prisoner, accessory to the death of a New Republic officer. So this is when they are infiltrating the Imperial base. This is the screen on the thing they are driving, and this text right here says coax, which I would assume stands for coaxium, and the different bars have all a different number. So it's like coax 1, coax 2, coax 3, coax 4. And then we have this screen, and these letters are actually all mirrored, and they spell out warning. So this might actually be the first time ever in actual Star Wars media where they are mirroring letters to show that they are in capital, or then they just made a mistake. It's one or the other. So if you don't know, a lot of fan-made Aurebesh fonts have decided for some reason that if you mirror a letter, that means that it's capital. But we have never seen that in any actual Star Wars media. And here we have the moment where Dana is trying to access the database, and these letters here say ID scan required. This right here says access granted, and the screen he gets to when he gets that access has different sections. This text right here says database, then we have equipment, personnel, transport, armory, and then S forces, so special forces. Then we have cruiser and lightspeed cruiser. And then in episode 8, we have some interesting stuff here on the wall. I assume this is the menu of the place. This right here says shop kebab, and I'm not sure if it's supposed to say shal kebab, because that's actually something, it's called groove on shal kebab, and it's from a cookbook that's like official Star Wars cookbook. Then we have this, and it says Chorgan and Lopato, and I couldn't find any other mentions about this dish anywhere, so I don't know what it is. Then we have Yoba Shrimo. I think this one is a bit hard to read as well, but I think that's what it says. And then this says Pace Waffles, and I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. Then we have Koshnip with Fral, I think, which also no idea what that's supposed to be. And then we have Auto Starch, or Uti starch, something like that. And the last one is fake meat, and this is actually also something that has been mentioned before. It is a protein enhanced food that was included in some military ration packs. And then the last thing I could find was this screen, and these letters right here spell DT, which I assume stand for Dark Trooper. If you want to see what I found in season 1, then check out this video right here. But thank you for watching, and hope to see you again soon.